What's good, everybody? This is a true recap from yesterday. Today's Wednesday. I should have recorded this yesterday, but I didn't have time. I just moved back home. Crib's kind of dirty, but I'm a bit busy today, but I'm gonna clean up things. Yeah. So let's talk about yesterday's trade. So, if we look at this messy chart. Okay, if we look at the daily, right? This gap is my draw up here. Okay. Monday we had drop down, took out Friday's low. And I was, if thinking about ICT concept, power of three, one of the week, drop down and then come back up later at the end of the week. That was my initial plan. So Monday I didn't trade at all, and I kind of see that we're respecting this order block right here, right? So then I go down to the 4 hour, and then have Monday's low as a draw on liquidity. I wanted to see that be taken out before moving to the upside, and basically we have a sweep on liquidity on Monday. And if you look at ES, right, ES only took out London low, and we didn't take out Monday's low. So that was a big SMT confirmation there, right? And before I starting up, right, so I say I can remove this just to show. Okay, so moving down, I always wait for a market. Like, I'm only trading in the 9:45, the macro times for ICT, because if I don't do that, I usually take some stupid trades, and I usually get lost. So once we have this opening at 9:30, we drop down. Okay, we drop down, and if you look at Tuesday, we have a RTH gap, opening range gap. So I was expecting that to be filled because I was bullish on the daily chart, and we got the SMT, and we had this gap open. So just think about like this price action right here, this open. Once we open right here, this candle, the one you see right here, we had this big gap. So I was looking for bullishness, got the SMT with Nasdaq taking the London Southside low, ES barely taking it, but we take out Monday's low, which ES didn't take. So I'm anticipating this to be a breaker right here. But look at my this was yesterday. Yeah, so I had the breaker open, and I wanted to enter off this. Okay, so we see, boom. So I'm treating this as the breaker right here. Yeah, my colors are kind of cool. Yes, like this. Taps in, and I'm like, oh, maybe it might run off. This old me, bro, I'm chasing price. I'm chasing that. But I was like, yo, let me just chill, and let me just wait for 9:45 to start. So bang, drops down, back down, and I'm like, oh, this could be a perfect time to enter. But are we in the macro time? No, we're not. So I was like, okay, let me relax. I'll go a little bit more, and boom, we're in. Once we have this candle, enter. I enter, right here. You can see I entered 3 contracts. And now that we're in here, I was stopped below this or lock. I didn't think it could come down here, and especially with the bodies of the breaker block. So, we're just consolidating, a bit of drawdown, still consolidating. I wanted to see this be inverse right here, but it just barely, it just doesn't. So I leave my stop, and then I'm just letting price go. That scared me a bit because I don't want to see midpoint. The body's closed midpoint, but it's still respecting because we have a little gap here, so it's okay. It doesn't close that, which is nice. And then I just let price do its thing. We're holding the breaker block still, so I was fine. Took a while, and then we had boom this big up candle. So this is when I took a contract off because my draw, remember my draw on liquidity? What's my draw on liquidity? London buy side, right? I took I took a partial off here because ES at the same time already took London buy side. You see that? Already took it, so it could have a chance of, you know, reversing back down, whatever. So I took one off, and then right here I'm at break even. Okay. I mean the body's closed, so I was like, alright, bro, like, come on. I don't think I maybe I moved it too early. I don't know. Well, I kind of did because you'll see. And I walk away, and then bang, right there. Guess I'll break even. As you can see in the photo yesterday, I have my sell limit up there. Unfortunate because when you let this run out, this is high resistance. Like usually the trades like this, price should be running up, but this was bad. I was off the charts at this time, but ultimately we do end up hitting the London buy side. I don't know what else I could have done here. I feel like I did pretty well because I waited for the breaker block, and then, you know, once we took out this high, took risk off, moved stop to break even, barely get tapped, and then price runs. Yeah, because usually once I take a partial off here, I just let the runners run up. But I'm pretty happy because, you know, I waited for time element, I waited for the macro time, took partials, moved to break even after I seen this close, and just unlucky that I got stopped out here. Price did hit TB before the morning session end, so yeah, gotta just continue doing this and continue to improve, and yeah, see you in the next one.